Well, hello everybody. Mitchell Osborn here. You can find me at mitchellosborn.com. And this is Talking Animals with Mitchell, a weekly, every Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time event that I do live on Facebook. And then I save this over on YouTube. So if you want to catch me live, make sure you subscribe to the event that I post. And next week's event is already posted. So you can click, I'm going to go, and it helps remind you. And then if I post anything, you get to see it. Plus, if you want to get in the running for a animal communication session, hey Christy, then you want to read the event details and post ahead of time. Once I start the event, actually about 20 minutes before the event, I can't add any more pictures in because I have to save it on my phone or iPad, share it to my computer, and do a couple things that I just can't do while I'm live because I'm a one-man show with this. But yes, so you can find me at mitchellosborn.com if you ever want to have your own personal one-on-one animal communication session or tarot card reading or psychic medium session or a mindfulness session. And the mindfulness, I often use eye movement therapy, NLP, EFT tapping, or even hypnosis. Hey, Michelle. Good to see you. Hello, everybody. So let me tell you what we're going to do tonight. Just a moment, I'm going to do an intention setting for everybody. Then I'm just going to talk a little bit about what's been happening with me last week. It involves an alligator now named Alfredo, which I believe that's what his name is. I'm going to do a spirit animal totem card with a message and a connection from the new deck. Oh, the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck. It's this beautiful, big, massive deck that has 100 cards. 100 freaking cards. Actually, it's like 150 cards because I bought the extra one. Or actually, I was given the extra ones because I'm a part of it. If you buy this, you can buy it on Amazon or at the Arc Animal Tarot, I think, .com with Bernadette Carter King. If you buy it, you get a free video. You get 6 free videos, and I'm one of those free videos talking with her about how to read cards and spreads and all that good stuff. So that's why I got some extra cards because I was part of her helping her out. And then I'm going to talk a lesson. The lesson we're going to talk tonight is what do you do when you bring a new animal into your life, into your home, into your already existing family of animals from my animal communication lesson and teachings. And then I will do some readings at the end for at least 3 animals and their people. And if I have time, usually this goes about an hour. Usually I aim for about 45, 50 minutes. But if I have some time at the end, I will do some individual readings. But we'll have to see at the end. So don't get too excited yet. But hang around till the end. So if you want to post where you are watching or coming from, I'd love to see that. It's always neat to see where people are coming from out there. And Karina and Marie, if you're out there, please let me know because those are the 2 people that have the 3 different animals. Marie actually has 2 animals, one that's crossed and one that's still here. But let me know that you're here so I can see that. Karina's in the Netherlands, so it's 1 a.m. her time. She may not get on here, but I promised her since she was a previous client, that I would do a quick little mini reading because if I don't have the give and take, I'm not always sure where to go, but I will say what I get and see and hear and feel from her animal. But first, the intention for you watching, whether you're live or in the replay, for you and me, I set this intention. Just take some deep breaths with me. You can close your eyes if it's safe. And the intention is this, that during this time, you and I would receive healing, guidance, confirmation, grounding, centering, balance, peace, harmony, alignment, joy, abundance, love, great care, compassion, health, wellness, safety, courage, and encouragement. I set the intention that we would operate, resonate, and vibrate in the highest frequency of that divine source, that pure white light, love, God, goddess energy that we can. And I call in any and all of your and my angels and guides and those we work with on the other side, whether we know who they are or not, into this time that we have together, as long as they stay in high vibration and play nice. All of this for highest good and greatest growth, I say, and so it is. And so it is. All right. So it is. So what's been happening? So So last week, I think I talked about this a little bit, but last week I was walking around my lake, and on Wednesdays and Sundays I walk our lake. It's about 4 miles by the time I'm done. It's about 50 minutes, and I walk fast. As tall as I am, I'm walking fast because that's 2 days of cardio I do. The other 2 days I teach a class called Body Step, which is like running a 10K in 55 minutes. And then 2 other days I do Body Flow, which is yoga, Pilates, and Tai Chi. So that's my 6 days a week of exercise. One day, which is usually Saturday, I take off as rest. Yes, my career for 32 years has been in health and fitness, and I've taught group exercise, personal training, all that good stuff. I do it I still am in that industry as a manager and teaching 2 classes a week. I'm a huge Les Mills fan, if you know what that is. So, hey, Sarah, good to see you. So I was walking around the lake, and I often encounter lots of beautiful animals, especially a lot of small creatures. And I was walking, all of a sudden I looked down, and there was a snail, and the snail started talking to me. And I'm a realist, so when I say the snail is talking to me, I know what that sounds like, but I also trust that what I'm getting is from the snail. And that's the magic of it, and that's also the spirituality of it, which is faith, believing, trusting. So I'm talking to this snail, and it said, I'm going to give you, he said, I have a gift for you. And I said, well, what is it? He's like, to give you extra sight, which I knew meant more clairvoyant. And so I'm walking, and I'm seeing like baby bird in my mind in a nest. I saw a woodpecker, and it was funny because then later that day, hey, Norm, and then later that day, Fabian's like, look at this. This is a bird from my country, Argentina. It was a woodpecker. So they start showing up, and another animal showed up too, but I couldn't remember what it was. It was a gator. That's what it was, because then later someone posted the gator, and Fabian had delivered a gator plate. So it was like the gator showed up twice. Now here's the cool thing. So I'm walking, and all of a sudden, it's like a young juvenile feel. And I say, like, I can hear you, I can feel you. And I knew it was an alligator. So it was probably like a 4 or 5 foot kind of an adolescent alligator. And I'm like, what's going on? It's like, I want to come over. And that's why I said it felt like this, like a kid who's excited. I said, I'm on a walk. I said, but I walk around this lake twice a week. I live around here. And he's like, I'll come visit you. I said, well, this is all, again, in my head, and I'm a realist, so I understand what this sounds like. It sounds like bullshit. But I trust it, because whether it's real or not, the messages can mean something for me, and they can change me, just like metaphor, story can change you. If you ever go watch a movie or a TV show and you are changed, it wasn't real. It was dramatized, but you were changed by it. So I say all that because again, I'm the realist in my head. But the gator was like, I'll come visit you. And I said, well, you don't want to come visit me, because, not everybody understands alligators in the state of Florida. They're a little scared of them sometimes. I grew up swimming with them. They were, 50 yards away, and they didn't bother me. I said, I'll come visit you later. So he was like very excited. So the next, that was like on a Wednesday. So then, actually it was Sunday. So then Wednesday I walked by, and it was a cold day, and I could feel him out there, but he's like, it's too cold, I'm staying in the water. Then this morning I walked by, and I couldn't feel him. And I was like, I don't feel you out there. What's going on? It's almost like they were asleep or just distant or something. But it was like I knew that gator, and I said, can I call you something? He said, we agreed upon Alfredo, because he didn't like Allie. And it felt masculine, so it felt like a male. So it was just really cool walking around the lake, connecting to Alfredo the alligator and the energy of it. And I've always had a fascination with reptiles, snakes, alligators, tortoises, things that have not changed much in hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years. Just love that energy. So it was kind of cool to connect back with that energy. So, but anyway, so that was a little bit of the synchronistic stuff that has happened this week, and the animal totem and the energy that's come about, which has been fun. So, hey, I see a couple more people out there. If you want to say hello, feel free to. You can also let us know where you're calling in from, or live in from. Suzanne from Michigan, you snuck in on me. Hello, Suzanne. Norm, I know you're in Orlando, I think, right? I think you're one of the Orlando people. Anyway, so so that's what's been happening. A lot of birds been in my life as well, but I also did a live unboxing of this deck. And like I said, it is, if you know tarot, it is a 78 card tarot deck. But then, so this is the tarot deck. So you can see how thick that is. The back of the card, beautiful, lots of purple and gold. But then Bernadette, who I adore. We have so much in common. And someone connected us by chance. But then look at it. This is the Oracle deck. So it's like another 80 cards. So, and the Oracle deck has different groupings in it, and I put them all together. So there's an entire tarot deck, this beautiful book here, and this is a no-joke book, people. This is very thick. But in the grouping in the back with the Oracle cards, I just want to tell you some of the groupings because they'll come up tonight, because I am going to do just a quick little reading. So some of the groupings are... there's the main deck bonus description, prehistoric and mythological cards. There's a mystery pack, friends, family, and lovers, and there's a mom and baby grouping. So I really, really love what she did, brought this together. Just an amazing thing. And I told her, because I think this is probably about my second month of doing this, and I interviewed her like at the beginning of the year. I knew the deck was going to be coming out at the end of the year. It finally came. I did a review online. I did an unboxing. You can find it on my YouTube channel if you go to Intuitive Mitchell, youtube.com/Intuitive Mitchell. It's relatively easy at the top, or you just put in Arc Animal Tarot Mitchell Osborn, and you'll probably find it if you Google it on YouTube. But you can watch that and see all the cards in sequential order. But I kept telling her, I'm doing this thing on Sunday night, talking animals with Mitchell, and I'm going to use your cards. So this is where, first thing I'm going to do is pull one from the tarot deck as kind of a message for us this week. Like, what do we need to focus on? What do we need to look at message-wise? And then I'm going to pull one from the Oracle deck, and that is going to be like, who can we connect with, emulate, or what power can we use? You know, what animal can we connect with and use maybe to help fulfill the message that we got? So I wanted to do that right now. And I am one of those people that, like, if I say, like, I just got a new deck and I shuffled it a few times and I did a 3-card reading and all the cards were like all wands or all coins or all major arcana, meaning the shuffle didn't really happen, it would really bother me. So before I came online, I was shuffling a bunch. So I knew that I wouldn't be pulling like some of the same cards, even though I'm only planning on doing just one kind of spread, or just one card. So let me pull the card for this week. Just kind of like for those who come here together with us, what kind of guidance does Spirit have for us from the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck? So this is Sloth. Oh my gosh, I love it. So this is Sloth. And I love the card, first of all. So the Sloth is 4 of Swords. So I'm going to read it as a tarot card first, then I'm going to dive a little deeper. So first of all, the tarot card, 4 of Swords, is about forced rest. It is about taking a break. It is about peace. Peace, 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 peace. And we're coming up on what this week? A holiday, Thanksgiving. And we may feel like a sloth at some point, not working, some of us. Maybe after that big turkey dinner, we're sloth-like, sitting on the couch having that, what is it, tryptophan coma. So that's what I feel like this week is. So take your time this week. Move slowly with sloth energy. And then when you look at the key words, quiet reflection, waiting till the time is right. So as you work throughout this week and you get ready for potentially celebrating a holiday, Thanksgiving here in the U.S., take your time, quiet reflection, waiting till the time is right, but also enjoy the rest that you need, that you are given, that you have the opportunity. So let me look up the 4 of Swords, because this is what's so cool, and I'll show you once I get there. So it's an entire 2 pages dedicated to one card. Every card has their 2 pages. And you can see right here, the spirit animal, totem animal, and power animal. That's what I want to read as well. So for the spirit animal, meaning when sloth ambles in as your spirit animal, it's time for stillness and contemplation. Totem animal. Sloth, as a totem animal, prevails within those with an honest, humble, and harmonious outlook. And I love alliteration, especially when they don't sound the same, because honest, humble, and harmonious, they all begin with H's, but they sound differently. And then, so thank you, Sloth, for that. And then power animal. Invoke Sloth as your power animal when you're having trouble remembering that life is not a race. So I love how she brought those things apart, because this is what she does. She works with animals as totem, spirit animals, as the guide, as coaching us, power animal as way to get things done, or invoking their energy, and then as a totem as like something to kind of focus on and be mindful of. So let's pull. So there's your first card. So now let me go to the oracle side of the deck, the other 80 cards, and pull one that we can utilize for our benefit this week. In other words, the first one, I feel like is Spirit saying, here's what's going to go down, or here's what we recommend for you. Now, this one is what I want to give you as tool, as a weapon, as guidance, as an ability. So for this week, I want you to be able to utilize this animal. Prairie dogs. Oh my gosh, look at that. Beautiful. They're like kissing. So cheerfulness, industry, gracious. So for this week, be industrial, be cheerful, and be gracious. And we're moving into what? Thanksgiving. Gracious and thankful really, really are close and connected. So this week, step into the prairie dog energy when you're having trouble being cheerful. Think of these little guys right here. Screenshot this, put it on your phone when you're having trouble being cheerful. And industrious, when you're not feeling like you've got things, got what you need to get going. Again, invoke the prairie dog. Think about how they scurry around. They get everything done. They dig the holes. And then the cheer or the graciousness as the final thing, to be thankful and grateful for what you have. So let me look up the prairie dog. Now, the book is broken into a couple sections, so I got to find the right section. So, okay. Some of the critters, and this could be a mom and child. Because that did look like a mom and a child. Yep, prairie dog. So, So I'll show it to you because it's all on one big page. So there is, spirit animal, when prairie dog appears as your spirit animal, the time to be industrious is now. Totem animal, prairie dog as a totem animal belongs to those who are simply good-natured and always happy. And then the power animal. Invoke prairie dog as your power animal when you need to create a strong relationship pipeline, information pipeline, a strong information pipeline. So very, very beautiful. So those are two messages for this week from the prairie dog and the sloth. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So prairie dogs are one of my favorite. Yay, I love it. Cool. It's so funny. I think prairie dog was what we saw when we went to Wyoming. When we went on a vacation out west, I told Fabian there's one place I want to go because he usually dictates where we go and I just get him there. But I said, there's one place I want to go. And that is Devil's Tower. So we went to Devil's Tower and it was phenomenal energy. And there were prairie dogs all around it. So it was really cool to see their energy out there. So any questions about those two things before I kind of move and shift a little bit here? And if I have time and you're still around at the end, I will do a reading for a couple of you. So, yeah, very social. I think they're a matriarchal society. I bet you they are. They make me feel like they would be energetically. So, all right. So, sip of water and then let's do the lesson. So if you're watching this and you feel comfortable, just send me put a little text message in the box and just let me know if you live with an animal and not like your significant other as a human who acts like an animal. But let me know, just put cat, put dog, put bird, put fish, put snake, or multiple. I'm just curious what you have out there as I start to move into this lesson. So one of the things that I teach as an animal communicator when I do classes and stuff, which, by the way, I will be doing intuitive animal communication at the Reader Studio Divination Day in April. It's the last week in April. I can tell you the date in just a moment. But it's in New York. It will be on the 23rd of April at LaGuardia Marriott. But I will be there. I'll be there all weekend because it's a tarot conference. But the first day, the Thursday, is Divination Day. They're doing reading dominoes. I'm doing animal communication, and someone's doing tea leaf readings. So, okay, we got dogs actually looking to rescue one. Yay, Beth. Beth, and this will be beautiful for you, Beth. Used to have dogs, miss her. Norm, have I done a reading for your dog yet? You got to put a dog in there one night, or did I already do it? They're all blending together. And plus, when I see your faces or your names every week, I don't know if we've done one. 2 dogs and 5 parakeets. Oh, a bird lover. Bird lovers are special people, especially parakeets, parrots, those smaller type birds. I'm a bird lover of the wild ones, like out there, because they just blow my mind. So anyway, if you already have animals in your house, and whether you have them or not, if you're about to bring a new animal into your house, and like I said, Beth, this is important. Beth, let me know if you already have animals in your house and about to rescue another one. So what you want to do is, if there's already an animal in your house, well, Norm, we're gonna have to rectify that. Whenever you feel comfortable, Norm, you know how it works. So if you're going to bring a new animal into your house, if you know who the animal is, what they look like, what I recommend is, if you've got time beforehand, start to think of the animal in your home. So a good example was Tiffany, who was a Pomeranian that we said goodbye to almost a year ago today. She was a rescue, 9 years old. She was full-blooded Pomeranian. We were so lucky to get her. She found her way to us through the Orange County Animal Rescue. And but she had to stay at the rescue for 2 weeks because she was chipped, and they had to do their due diligence and try to find the owner. So we went probably about 6 times. We each Fabian and I went 3 or 4 times. Every couple of days we popped in to see her, to hold her, and she was just she was just a ball of energy. But so since I had a picture of her, I knew what she looked like. When I would come home, I would imagine her in our house. I would imagine her with the other animals and other dogs. I would see her in my mind, sleeping with Sheldon and eating out of the same bowl or drinking water together. I would visualize her there, and I would let the other animals know, this is who's coming. This beautiful creature that we're calling Tiffany is going to come to your house. Oh, that's fun. Norm, that is perfect. And I just chose her because we have Toby, Tiffany, and Lovita. So I love that. That was her name. So yeah, that's a sign. Tiffany, your Tiffany is giving me a message through my Tiffany. So that's coincident. That's synchronistic. You can't make this stuff up, people. So you want to let them know, okay, this is what's happening. This is what's coming. This is what's going to happen. Prepare them. Because when I teach, the story I often joke around and say is, let's say you and I are in a relationship. And we both have a child that lives with us. We have a child together. So there's 3 of us living in a house. And one day I come home from work with a 12-year-old girl. And you're like, who is that? I'm like, oh, I thought I'd bring a child home. Are you okay with that? This is what you do to your family a lot of times, because you just pick up the rescue dog or cat and bring it home. You don't tell your spouse. You don't tell the other animals. You just drop this new animal in your house, and it's like a whirlwind. So it's one of those things where you want to let them know, guess what? We're all deciding that this is going to be best for our family. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be good. We're bringing somebody home. No surprises. And let them know what's coming. But also, you also really want to make sure that all the humans in the house are on board with this. A lot of times, those who, just their heart breaks for the animals, they're the ones that will bring home an animal in a heartbeat, where the other person, the other significant other spouse or whoever, they're like, another one? There will be resentment. Might be anger. There might be frustration. And again, that's not always good either. You want to be in agreement. It's just it's like if you tricked your spouse to getting pregnant and all of a sudden now you got a baby coming, that's just frustrating. So it's really good for everybody in the household to be in agreement, even the other animals, even the other humans. And then when you bring them home. Now, the same thing for when one passes away. You want to let them know. Each animal that has passed away for us, Fabian and I have taken 3 to the Rainbow Bridge. all taking them to the vet, had to help them cross over ourselves. Hardest thing I've ever done. I'll do it again tomorrow for the love that I felt while they were with me. As much pain, I always say, as deep as the pain is, that's how wide the love was. But each of them we've brought home, and we set them down on the ground, and we let the other animals smell them, so they know, because they know, they say, okay, I smell them, but I don't feel their energy. They get it on a much better, quicker, faster level. They don't attach the emotions that we do, the pain, the suffering. They're like, oh, they're gone. Okay, they're on to their next journey. And then we have buried them in the back of our house. And it's a ritual that Fabian and I have done. It's quite tough for us because we're bawling as he's shuffling. I'm usually holding the animal while he's shuffling. But you want to let them know. Now, another thing you want to let them know, if a human leaves, not so much dying, but let's say you've got an 18-year-old boy that has spent the last 10 years with this dog, and that 18-year-old boy goes off to college. Sometimes I've seen dogs go missing because they're like, I got to go find him. Where did he go? Nobody told me anything. So, you want to let them know when the humans are going to be gone. Same thing when you go on vacation. I believe they understand a somewhat concept of time. I don't think they understand hours and minutes. But what I do is I say, and I send the image. I say, okay, daddies are going to be gone. We're going to be gone 7 light day, 7 rising of the sun, dark night, 7, whatever image you want to show them, 7, daylights, 7 daylights. And on the 8th daylight, I just imagine us walking through the door and picking them up and hugging them. So I let them know we're going to be back in 8 days by sending the image of sunrise, sunset 8 times. And it's a little weird, but I will tell you this. Since we've done that, and someone stays at our home when we're gone so they don't leave their environment, there's someone here sleeping overnight, feeding them during the day. We actually have 2 people that do it, so we don't, in case something happens to one or the other. But since we've done that, we come back stress-free, beautiful animals. Sheldon used to gain a little bit of weight. I could tell he was stressed out. He would whine when we came back after that first day. Where now he's just like, oh, you're back. Good, thank you. But yeah, it makes a real big difference for them. So any questions about that lesson? Because that was my lesson I wanted to share with you guys tonight, bringing new animals into your home. And it drifted off into when you go on vacation. So let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'm going to step into the 3 readings that I have tonight. Sarah, you have to post ahead of time. You absolutely could post a picture, but it needs to be ahead of time because I've already uploaded everything and I can't do that because I'm a one-man show here. So a week from tonight, which will be December 1st, I will do this again. I've done this every Sunday night for the last 2 months, and I will until I let you know I'm not. But go to the next one because the next event is already posted. Read the instructions. You need to read the instructions and post a picture with what the instructions say to do, and then I can look into that next week. But because right now I've got 3 tonight. One may be asleep in the Netherlands, and I know Marie. Marie, are you out there? Marie, if you're not there, I'm not going to do it because you've got 2, and I want some give and take with those 2. But the other person was a previous client that I told him I would do it since she's out of the country. But yeah, so let me know if you have any questions about the animal communication lesson I talked about tonight. Otherwise, I will go into the reading. And by the way, okay, yeah, Sarah, just look into next week, but you need to show up as well. So make sure that you're here because normally if you're not here, I won't do the reading. If I don't have a lot, especially if I have a lot of animals, I won't do it. But if I only have a couple, I'll just do a quick little drop in. But it's always good when you're here to do a give and take. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. Otherwise, I'm going to go into the readings next. I will tell you, and let me go ahead and post this now. So this is my special of the week that I'm posting. And I do a special every week. It's usually about 20% off. But that is the House of Life spread. Very powerful spread. But also, you can get your one-on-one animal communication reading. It's $50 for 30 minutes. You attach a picture when you purchase it. And I usually show up. With almost a full sheet of stuff because these are questions and things that I ask your animal. And I usually show up that full and go over that and give you, usually about first 10 minutes is me going over stuff and the last 20 minutes is you asking questions or connecting things together. So, all right. So let me go ahead and step into some of the readings. Marie, let me know if you're out there. Marie, I believe it was Odell. Yeah, Marie, let me know if you're out there because you put a picture of Flash and Roscoe. But first, I am going to read Coco for Karina. So let me bring up Coco's picture. All right, so there is Coco, and I love, first of all, I love the attitude, and we'll get into the attitude in just a moment. But I love the pillow. No dogs on this sofa, I believe it says. Sofa. But look at the owl. The owl's got attitude as well. So I love it. But Marie Odell, let me know if you're out there. Otherwise, I'm going to do readings for some single card readings from the new deck that I have. So, all right. So this is for Karina. And Karina said, this is Coco. And Karina and I have a previous client relationship. So she said, this is Coco, our dog that just had to rehome due to her moving because she just moved from the Florida area into the Netherlands. She said it was tough saying goodbye to her and the new family. She is 6 years old, alive. Wanted to see if you could do a reading on her. So it's I'm laughing because Coco is very funny. I wouldn't be surprised, and Karina's going to watch this later, but I wouldn't be surprised if Coco is a little bit of a clown. I think she is very youthful, even though she's 6. I think she still acts like a 2-year-old or maybe a 1-year-old. So there's a lot of youthful nature there. And I'm laughing because she's literally like, you left me here, you gave me away, and then she's like, "Sigh, just kidding." So she's very kind of sarcastic. It's like she wants to try to make you feel bad, but she really is fine with where she is. This is what she's impressing upon me. She does miss you. She understands she's understanding of the journey you're on. She's understanding of the mission. She's also understanding of her mission, which is with the new people that she's with. It's interesting. There's somebody, and I feel like it's a male. They don't feel to be too old. Like I'm feeling like under 30, maybe even like as young as 18. So there could be a male in the house that she's very connected to. There's a lot going on there. Makes me feel like some helping, some guidance, some healing of some sort for her and this person. So that's Karina. That's something you have to let me know. But she definitely feels like very much a grounding animal, someone who keeps people grounded. A lot of times comedians or things like that help us ground because when we belly laugh, we're in our bodies, we feel it, which is where we can be very grounded. She seems to be complaining about the food that she's getting now. I feel like she's telling me they're going to get it right. So I feel like they're trying different foods. But she showed me like the more pure of the foods. And Karina, you're gonna have to let me know if she likes fish. That's so weird. I don't think many dogs like fish, but I'm being shown fish a lot. So I don't know if fish is what she wants or something she likes or something that they're trying to get her to eat. And she's like, I don't like fish. But let me just see if there's anything else. It's so funny because she really is honoring the journey that you're on, where you are, the new location, the new life. She says, say hey to the boys. She's like, not so much the other guy. And I think you know what I mean by that. There's frustration there. She's like, I wouldn't have liked the cold. So she's not happy. She would not have been happy with the cold being in the Netherlands. And especially, I feel like it's probably getting cold right now. So beautiful, beautiful energy. She's literally saying, I can feel you rubbing my skin and my hair, my fur, and just commenting on how velvety it is. So whenever you need to, just imagine you're giving her a pet, a rub, a stroke, and she will definitely feel it. So there you go. So what I want everybody to do watching this, whether you're live or in the replay, send Karina and Coco some beautiful, wonderful, high vibrational energy. They're both on new journeys that are separate right now. And we just honor that journey that they're on and that they would vibrate at the highest frequency of their divine source that they can. So, Karina, thanks for sharing Coco with us. So Marie, I wanted to see if you were out there before I move on. And Marie, if you're not out there, I will do Flash's reading. But the other animals, since you put two down, I'm going to hold off on Roscoe. But so Marie, let me know if you're out there before I move into Flash. And then I'll do some readings for those here. All right. So, Marie, not sure if you're out there or not, but let me go ahead and do the reading for Flash. So this is Flash. And Flash very recently crossed over. And I will say this, and Marie, you can, if you post any questions about this in the replay or whatever, tag me so I'm drawn to it, because they're so long sometimes I don't always get there. But make sure you tag me, do the @Mitchell, so I see it and then I'll reply. But I will say this: Flash was 15 years old, recently crossed over. Flash was tired. Flash has shown me just how physically tired he was. And I'm saying he because his energy feels it feels feminine energy, which makes me feel like he's a male dog. And even the name makes me feel masculine, or makes me feel male. But he very, very tired. He's literally saying, I held on as long as I could, without it being too difficult for you to watch. So I don't know if there's some physical things that were getting difficult, feeling a lot of stiffness in the joints. And I'm feeling like one leg may have been broken at one point, or a fracture or something. I hope it wasn't as he got older, but it feels like it was in the past. But because he's showing me, like, in that leg, like, you know how when we break a leg or something, or joint is broken, we have like the arthritis and the weather kicks in, because he's showing me like one was more stiff than the other. And it's odd enough because I almost feel like it's a front leg, which is usually not the case. Most dogs have like arthritis and stiffness in their hind legs or back legs. It's funny because he's like hugs and kisses to the other one, and I'm assuming that might be the other animal. But he's also shown me like a little boy. So do you have a child, or was there a little boy in his life? But, and because he's 15, this could even be someone who's like 25, and he's showing me back to when they were younger, because it feels like it's past, way in the past. And it feels like a person, not another animal. He's telling me it was peaceful. So as difficult as it might have looked towards the end, it was peaceful for him. And he's referring to his crossing. And this is something he's telling me he said, tell your normal lesson. And my normal lesson is animals don't feel like the pain the way we do, because we humans attach so much emotions to it. We do the woe is me. Why do I deserve this? What's going on? We ruminate over and over, where they're like, oh man, I'm in pain. It's just like, and then they're on to the next thing. I look at Sheldon, who's 18 years old, and this afternoon I came home and I put the food down, and I'm looking at him and I'm going, who looks like a 2-year-old? Because there's food involved. So he's bouncing around like a little rabbit, ready for the food, ready for the food. And in that moment, he doesn't feel the pain because he's just focused on the moment, the food that's coming down. So they live in the moment so much better than we ever do. And that's a lesson that we can learn. Suzanne says Flash was ready. Mitchell, you are so right. Yeah, Flash was definitely ready. Humans may not have been, and we understand that. And it's funny because he said, I tried to prepare you as best I could. So that also makes me feel like he gave you time, like it might have been like a month or two, but also something like dream time, or like a little scare before. So maybe a month or 2 or 3 before, there was like, oh my gosh, okay, he's back, kind of a thing. But it was almost like it gave you that scare to prepare you. Yeah, he's really saying, he's saying to me, he's like, I couldn't see, I couldn't hear, I could barely walk, but I was still enjoying life right up to the end. But he's telling me that it was a very peaceful passing, and he's very appreciative of what you guys did. Something afterwards about a bone, and I don't know if this is something like a play toy or something, but there's something like a bone or something that you're honoring him with. It feels like it's like a plaque or a trophy or something. So I don't know if there's something that you did to honor him. not saying like ashes. That's further. That's not what I'm feeling, even though it might be what you did. But I'm feeling like there's something like a plaque or a trophy or something. I almost see like a bone attached to it, kind of a thing. And he's just kind of connecting to that. Yeah. So Marie, I'm just going to kind of close it out because I'd love to hear back from you right now, but you're not here. So let me know. But everybody watching, let's send Roscoe. Flash. Roscoe is the other one. Let's send Roscoe. Roscoe is sending some energy into Flash. So even Roscoe is chiming in. So let's send Flash and Marie some beautiful, wonderful, high vibrational energy. I'm sure most of us watching this understand the pain of losing a pet. And like I said earlier, remember, as much as the pain hurts, that's how wide the love is and was. So just know that, you got to have the pain afterwards because of how much love you had with them. So he's giving you a big slobbery wet kiss, which I'm like, that's the one thing about it. That's one of the only things I don't like about animals. They can have poopy butts and I can wipe them, but slobbery, I don't know why. So sending you and Flash some beautiful high vibration. Thank you everybody for joining in to send that as well. So, Marie, you also had Roscoe, and I'm going to save Roscoe for another time in case you come back, but you'll need to remind me, you'll need to repost a picture, because I would love to do some give and take while you're here, especially since Roscoe is still with us. So, all right, so what I would like to do right now is, so if you would like either this is all going to be from, and I'm just going to read it off the cuff. I'm not going to open up the book, but I'm going to either pull from the tarot deck or the oracle deck. And what you need to do is either just write the word tarot, T-A-R-O, or oracle, O-R-A-C-L-E. And whatever word you write, I'm going to read for you. And there's about 5 of you here. There might be more. Sometimes they hide things. But yeah, so just let me know if you want from tarot or oracle. And I'll do a quick 1-card reading for you. And when I do the reading, if something makes sense, say, yes, that makes sense, and explain what I said. Because if you just say yes, I don't know, because sometimes I say so much. But also, if it resonates with you, please let me know. It's good to, put that connection back and that intention of solidifying it. So it usually takes about 30, 40 seconds, or maybe 30 seconds. So Christy wants from tarot. So Christy. Okay, so Christy comes first, okay? So Christy from tarot for you. Let's see what the message is. And that is, the Cecropia moth. And this is death. I love it. Destruction, renewal, real truth. So for this, I would say, because of the key words, I would say really get honest with yourself, Christy, and allow the transformation to happen. Allow the metamorphosis. This is such a beautiful image, and I love this because it's almost like they're climbing up on top. It's like, yes, I see you. But really, really allow the real truth to come out. And I think this has to do with yourself. So but basically what I'm saying is, girl, you need to get honest with yourself. Truth needs to come out for yourself, So, Christy, I hope that makes a little bit of sense. So, and let me know if it does or doesn't. So, Suzanne, you said tarot. So, for Suzanne, cow, I love it. This is Empress. So this is about abundance, creativity, and fertility, but also this is about a new beginning, a new start. This is Mother Earth. I love this beautiful, beautiful energy. So for you, Suzanne, definitely appreciate the abundance that is flowing your way. Allow, and I love creativity because it's number 3, and number 3 is about creative abundance, optimistic and creativity, and fertility. So allow a new beginning to happen for you, and be creative about how it happens, or don't stifle the creativity of how it's going to happen. Like if you desire a new house, and then all of a sudden, you get some water leak, or God forbid your house burns down. All right, the house burned down. I get a new house. I'm not going to stifle how the universe delivers it to me. And we cancel that out. So, all right, Norm, you said Oracle. So, Norm, let me get the Oracle deck, and then Sarah, I'll get to you. So, Norm, Oracle for you. What do we have? Oh, I love it. Starfish. And this is curiosity, strategy, fatherhood. Interesting. So for you, Norm, I would say be curious. You know, move slowly like the starfish does and just be curious about what's going on around you. This is such a beautiful kind of a message because I feel like over the next couple of days, Norm, just find yourself like radio off, music off, phone on quiet, and just like observe everything that's going on around you. And when you think, I wonder what that means, Google it. Be curious or follow down the rabbit hole like Alice would do. And just try to dig a little deeper. Ask why. Ask why. Ask why. Why that? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, why that? You know, the this affects that and creates the other. And then once you got the other, you're right back to this affecting that and creating another other. So for for Sarah, you want a tarot card. So for Sarah, let me see what we got here. All right, for Sarah. So Sarah, you've got, the Stag. This is the Hierophant. Big business, tradition, spirituality. So this is dealing with big business stuff. The Hierophant often is about this leadership. It can be about, like the dogma, government things coming on. But I love the middle thing is tradition. So this week, I feel like you want to stay with things that are traditional. So stay with stuff that you've always done it this way. Don't try to change it this week. I really feel like that will be something important for you. So Christy said, yes, that does resonate. I need to do something about my changing my diet. Also at work, the truth is coming out. Gotcha. So Christy, let me pull a card for what's the best way you can, quote, change your diet or focus on changing your diet or advice or guidance. Oh, the shark, which is the devil. Living in darkness, bondage, spiritual awakening. And this literally is speaking about fear and being trapped in place. I think this also works. I think this also deals with work too. That kind of feeling trapped or in bondage. By the way, what a beautiful card, right? Shark as the devil. Oh, I love it. So Suzanne said, resonates resonatists to get going on Mother Earth instincts. Beautiful. Clean your house. Excellent. Norm, think that makes sense right now. Beautiful. I'm glad it does. Sarah, you are welcome. Oh my gosh. So that's tradition. Enchiladas for Thanksgiving. I love it. No turkey and none of that tofurkey. I'd eat a tofurkey if it probably wouldn't give me gas though. Because usually a lot of meat substitute things like tofu and stuff like that. I just like more pure things. So, yeah, that was, and I put it back in there. Oh, I wish I'd kept it all of it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. You guys, go, if you like some of these cards, go check out the unboxing video. It is really, really powerful. There are some amazing cards in there. Oh, like look at this caterpillar. Oh my gosh, and I just posted a picture of a caterpillar today. I love it. I love how it came back up. The otter is the Six of Cups, which is often about, reminiscing, looking in the past. Let me show you. Oh, look at the cougar. This is the Oracle deck. Echidna. Ooh, African lynx. I love it. I love it. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to bring this to a close. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thanks for subscribing to my channel, sharing this video. If you book a reading with me, I appreciate it. You can also purchase a video reading where I deliver a tarot spread designed especially for you. You get to choose what spread it is. The discounted spread, I posted that. Let me post that again in case you want to get that for this week. The House of Life spread. I had the Crow card. You had the Cow card, Empress. That didn't clean. They don't clean house, do they? They're very motherly. It's very motherly energy, and I hate to go with, stereotypical norms. Sorry, Norm. No offense to you either. That was cool. You were so excited to unwrap it. I was very excited because it's been a long time coming. You're welcome, Christy. You are welcome. All right, you guys. So have an amazing, amazing week. Sending you beautiful, wonderful Thanksgiving gratitude. Until tomorrow night I'm doing mindfulness meditation. Monday mindfulness with Mitchell, and I'm going to be using cards to focus on as kind of like a mandala or like an energy focus, and how we can use them to, say like go from the devil card to the 7 of coins abundance card, how we can use the visualization. It's something that I've done before and presented on. So, all right, namaste. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.